We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. A good-looking return set up here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yards that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. The Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
The coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rap.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A tackle made there by Drew Sanders. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
On 4th down, Harris. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone. And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
JT Tuimoloau in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And his kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, Crash! Hurt! Go street!
They'll start on the ground with Irving. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it at the 42. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Off play action. Harris. The short throw pulled in by Woods. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. They had to settle for 3 last drive. Hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Now a first carry for their fullback. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
He certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep getting.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Bucky Irving, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Able to slither by. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Keep it up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
And the Vikings first
So from
down.
Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Viking 18.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Past the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
A gain of
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to.
And they're going to get it. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Back to throw. Harris. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Jelani Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but
Wiggles free. Inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 24, Buccaneers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now.
Vikings 24, Buccaneers.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now. The field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
The tackle made at the 24-yard
Give him 3
line.
on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. Off the play fake. Harris. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Cougar 19. I got it. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Harris. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Panther 11. Ready, right?
Harris, off play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
9 yards to go.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he'll find Pittman. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Gain of 6 makes it 3rd and 4.
Ready,
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down.
Here we go.
Another run with Mitchell.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard
He was
line.
brought down by Drew
Now the
Sanders.
Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Get it.
There you go, play action with Palmer. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Palmer. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go now. Back to 60.
Here's Palmer to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin first and 10. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. Harris. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. To throw is Palmer. That's caught at the 25. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. Now it's Palmer. From left side, it's complete. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
First and goal.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Palmer.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
7 Pirates.
Now receiver in motion left. Throwing again here, Palmer. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Past the 60. Buffalo 18. Go.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Isaac to Slaw in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Buccaneers 21.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
Ready. 60 Eagles. Ready.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Come on. Ready.
Palmer will throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Torres. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bucs are back within a score.
Makes the score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will shrink to 6. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, It's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
17, 19, Tiger, 19, go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of the first down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A handoff left, McCaffrey. Down to the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Come on. Buffalo 8, Cougar 19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Will Reichard on for the Vikings.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Palmer. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Buccaneer first down.
Ready.
Palmer now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's short. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Play action. It's Palmer. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Bucs take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
Vikings 34.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better
could be on a swim.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 101 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Harris. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
3 points of you.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
That makes the score Vikings 42, Buccaneers 35.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score of the final play of the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Get it! Cougar 19! Go!
Now a give, Irving running right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
A run up the middle with Irving. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Palmer. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
He'll try and do this himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
McNeil on the tackle.
Tackle made that time by Aleem McNeil.
Brings up second and 9.
So from the 37, here's a second and 9. Looking to throw. Harris. Throwing middle, and it's complete. So now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back down the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Here's Palmer. Now he's going to step up and run. He finds his man, complete. It's short. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Palmer now off the bootleg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Here we go, set. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now it's Palmer. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
That's such a close game, a very big one. And he wisely will throw that one away.
On the jump.
Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long.
Ready. 18.
They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape. But can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because you're still a long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs. Keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Operating from the gun, Harris.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Now it's Palmer. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now.
Here's Palmer.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
At their own 9-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Vikings, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week.